Failed Republican gubernatorial candidate Carrie Lake from Arizona announced this week in an official filing in the state of Arizona that she is in fact appealing the dismissal of her election challenge lawsuit that was thrown out this past weekend, actually on Christmas Eve. And not only is she appealing it, but in her petition, she has stated that she wants it to go directly to the Arizona State Supreme Court. She doesn't want those appellate judges to look at this. She doesn't want it to have to go through the system and get struck down by court after court after court. Nope. She wants to go straight to the top, the Arizona State Supreme Court, because, they'll get this all sorted out, right? So not only did she file this, or file the notice of appeal in the state, she also said this on Steve Bannon's podcast this week, where she also said that she just has to laugh about being sanctioned, otherwise she's going to pull her hair out. Oh, and did I forget to mention that she is going to be sanctioned? Yeah, possibly to the tune of $60,000, but we know at least about $30,000 is the sanction she is going to be hit with. She'll be fine. She's got the cash. She can pay that off, and hell, she could probably pay it off with the speaking fees that she's getting over the next couple weeks, so she's going to be fine. But here's the thing about this appeal. There are no grounds for an appeal. When she initially filed this lawsuit, the second time, not the first time when it had been thrown out because she filed it before the election actually happened, which lets you know her motive right off the bat. But when she first filed it, she had 10 claims. Before the judge ever heard a single argument, he dismissed all but 2 of them. So 8 of the 10 dismissed before anybody even walked into that courtroom. The 2 remaining claims that he allowed to have this little hearing over that took place last week, of course, were the claims made by Carrie Lake's legal team that, hey, those ballots in Maricopa County, the ones that were printed a little too lightly, the ink wasn't dark enough to be read by the voting machines. That was done intentionally. It was a malicious attack meant to disenfranchise Republican voters. And so the judge said, you know what? I'm going to let y'all bring that to court during these preliminary hearings. You show me your evidence that shows this was malicious, and then we can go from there. They got to court, and they didn't produce a single shred of evidence. I mean, they made the claim, and when you file a lawsuit and make a claim, you have to already possess the evidence to back it up. You don't get to go to the judge and say, Judge, I think this is what happened, so what I need is your permission to get their documents so I can prove it happened. That's not how it works. Not how it works at all. So it was dismissed. But here's the thing. That particular claim was something I had been talking about from the start when this lawsuit was first filed, because that's not the kind of thing you would ever be able to prove, even if it was malicious. In order to prove it was malicious, you would have to have internal communications in Maricopa County saying that, hey, we know this particular ink can't be read by the machines, so let's print the ballots in this one. It'll screw everybody up, and then, Carrie Lake can't win. I mean, pretty much anything short of that, and you're not going to win on those claims. But winning was never the point. And that's the point. That's the thing I think so many people are overlooking while talking about this story. Carrie Lake had to have known, her lawyers had to have known as well, she wasn't ever going to win. But the winning wasn't the point. Her appealing this isn't so that she'll win it. It's that she'll stay relevant, so that people will keep talking about her, so that she'll keep getting invited to these conservative speaking events. Because if she just lets it go, if she gives up that fight, then it's all over and she risks fading into obscurity. So she has to keep fighting these lawsuits. She has to keep facing more sanctions possibly, because if she doesn't, she suffers the worst fate a Republican can suffer, and that is having the people forget about you. Hi everyone, this here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet, so please don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.